on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Giants, and it comes your way next.
To get us started, kicker Sam Schloman. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On first down, Swanson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnston, and he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They find some open field here. And finally, he is is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. 59 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Caught by Wilson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they held them to well under 200 yards of total offense, and in today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week, that great creativity and usual productivity.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And another drive starts for them huddling in their end zone, Charles. Where have we seen this before? Very recently, but the last time they had it backed up like this, they took it the length of the field.
Hard to do that once, let alone the idea of doing it twice. But, of course, that's the goal. So, as a secondary deal, get 2 first downs. Help yourself with field position and help your defense out.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's got room. Lynch busting free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10, as they're down to the 29-yard line. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up. And can you imagine being in that role, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. On 1st and 10, Swanson. Wilson's got it complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the running back, Roundtree. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. That's out to the flat for Akers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Swanson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Operating from the gun. Swanson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Swanson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's caught. Mitchell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
On 1st down, it's Johnston. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So we've reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. Extra point up and through. And the lead is down to a field goal. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. Throwing on first down. Swanson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Giants.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Swanson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. From the gun. Swanson. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. There to to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. 2nd and 12. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. Some pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Swanson drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the...
It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And all this is taken in one hand, and what a catch. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll run again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give. Akers running left. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Swanson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Swanson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 97 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll keep it on the ground. Johnston. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run again with Lynch. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on first down. Lynch. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Holding offense. Come on, you serious?
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Muscles him off. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2nd down and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now Lynch, left side. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.